What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. In today's video we're going to be trying something a little different. A lot of you guys are wildcarding, so I want to try and make the best wildcard squad possible using the points prediction tool from Fantasy Football Hub. Now if you do like today's video, please consider liking and subscribing to help me grow the channel and reach more people. Now without further ado, let's get into the video. So as you can see on the screen before you, I have put together the best players. These are the players that are expected to score the biggest points and the most points over the next game weeks from game week 4 until game week 11. So the only exception here is Ramsdale. I put him in there because the other one was Ederson. Ramsdale is the highest 5.0 goalkeeper. So we're going to go through this, start with the best players, and we're just going to, because we are way over budget here, 31.5, we're going to need to cut down. Now I think we'll cut down Alisson because he is taking up a Liverpool slot. Now we'll take out Van Dijk for the same reason. He is also the lowest of these 5 guys. Now in midfield, I think we'll take out Kevin De Bruyne because Foden is right there. And he is expected to score quite big. So I think it's best to take out Kevin De Bruyne. Jamie Vardy is the 3rd striker, so we'll take him out as well. And Bruno Fernandes is the 5th midfielder, we'll take him out as well. So technically you could try and create something with this, but 5 players for 11.8, we know that's not possible. So we're going to be taking out Haaland as well, because Kane is the highest. He's expected to be the best striker you can get. So we're taking out Haaland. Now we're going to fill in these gaps. Naturally, Ward comes in as our 4.0 keeper. Neco Williams is our defender of choice. Now we have 15.4 million to fit in the final 4 slots. It's going to be a little difficult, but bear with me. Now we have Harry Kane, so naturally I think we can just drop Heung-min Son from this team. Now we can't create a wildcard squad without one player. Now obviously Martinelli seems like the obvious pick to go for. He is in form, as you can see. He scored 8 points, 8 points and 6 points, and he has decent fixtures coming up, and he is expected to score about 38 points or something like that. So I don't think he is a bad choice. He's also a very good budget enabler. Now in midfield, Marcus Rashford is expected to score a decent amount of money. We should be able to go for him. He scored 10 points against Liverpool, played very well. Maybe that is enough to get him started. I think it's worth a punt. Now he is expected to score about 35 something points. That's a little more than the next budget defender, which is Walker. Rashford is expected to score a little bit more than him. So we're going with Marcus Rashford here instead of going for a 5-man defense. Now to complete our midfield, we have Andreas Pereira. He is a really good player who we can just put on our bench. He'll play probably most matches for Fulham as long as he's not injured, and he can just stay on our bench, get rotated in and out if we need him. Now this one was a little surprising. Brennan Johnson at Nottingham Forest is expected to score 38.7 points over the next coming game weeks, and he's level with Martial for points at Man United. So Brennan Johnson has to be in this team. He's a budget enabler. I mean, as you can see, we have 4.4 million left. I mean, we can always move some players around. We can drop someone down, but we can also just go with the 3rd City slot, and that's still up. So I don't think you're going to want to do this, and that's where we're going to have to move some players around, because this, I wouldn't really wildcard into this exact squad. But this squad has a 99% team rating and a 96% game week rating. So it's expected to score 75.7 points next game week, and that is pretty high. That's pretty good. But now let's look at what we can do with this squad. There are a few omissions here. Jesus isn't in the squad, so we take out Brennan Johnson, put Jesus in there, who is a man in form. He comes right there. We need 2.1 million somewhere in the squad, and we have taken out Foden, and I'm putting in Pascal Gross. Now Pascal Gross, 5.6 million. He's been pretty good for Brighton. It has decent fixtures going forward, and I think he's a nice punt. Now this has also allowed us to remove Delap and move him up to Greenwood or whoever we want. We still have 0.2, well at least I have 0.2 in the bank for this, but we have different values. Some might have more, some might have less, and you'll just adjust from that. But I quite like this squad. It has Ramsdale and it has the 4 premium back line. It has a very decent midfield. It's maybe lacking a little bit in budget flexibility. And then it has Kane and Jesus up top, which is very, very good. Now let's look at how this will line up. So as you can see, this team would line up like this with Ramsdale, Trent, James, Cancelo and Robertson, Gross, Rashford, Martinelli, Salah, Kane and Gabriel Jesus. Now This team looks pretty good for that game week. No one has a really difficult fixture. And then game week 5 comes around and it still looks pretty good. You don't really need to make a transfer, so you'll be able to roll your transfer. And then game week 6 comes around. Again, there's no real need to make a transfer here. Yes, Arsenal face Man United and Rashford faces Arsenal, but that's a pretty open game. Anyone can score, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. You can even put Ward in goal for Ramsdale. Next here, game week 7, again, pretty decent squad. Don't really have to do anything. You could swap Kane to someone else. You could swap Cancelo. I mean, there's options. Game week 8, again, pretty decent. Some difficult fixtures in there, but you know, you can even rotate one of your Liverpool guys out for Andreas, James possibly out for Williams. You know, there are ways around this, and plus we've had a couple of transfers. You might want to make a couple of moves. Who knows? Game week 9 looks good. 10, yeah. And then game week 11, again, looks pretty decent, except for, of course, City facing Liverpool. But a lot of people are going to have City and Liverpool in this game week. So if you wanted to wildcard, this could be an option for you. Getting this squad is expected to get plenty of points for you. Personally, I probably wouldn't wildcard right now because I like my team. So this is my team right now, and personally I don't want to wildcard out of this because there's not many issues. I mean, I like Gundogan, he's in form. I might swap Haaland to Kane, who knows. Cucurella is a small issue and I'll have to monitor that, but I want to give him more than one game. He just got in my team, so we'll give him a little more time. Man United look like they rose again against Liverpool, so maybe they can start keeping a couple of clean sheets. Dalot can start playing for me. I mean, some of these issues that I had in my squad are starting to solve themselves, and that's very promising. So that's why I'm not wildcarding, but to each their own. You might want to look at this squad. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, then please consider liking and subscribing and help me grow this channel. But without further ado, guys, I'll see you later.